Hello and welcome to the review channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing this 2021 Ford Explorer XLT 4-wheel drive. It's a very large, luxurious vehicle, very comfortable to drive. Starting with the front end, we have a very outstanding, beautiful grille. Nice black accents over here, along with the chrome. Got your Ford logo centered right at the front. Very nice look to this vehicle. Looking inside the grille, we can see that this car does have the active shutters, which open and close depending on the engine's heat levels, which are automatically controlled by the vehicle. Headlights in this car are also very outstanding, as they are very unique. It's a very nice design. There's also an Explorer logo, which is integrated into the headlight encasing. Gives it a nice touch. Up ahead at the bumper, you do have your fog lamps integrated into them. Very nice, sophisticated looking bumper. Square shape to it, but it does have some accents of aggression. Up top at the hood, you have these nice designs going up on either end, which meet at the middle. This design reminds me of the Ford F-150 trucks that also have a similar design to them. Here's a look at the vehicle with the daytime running lights turned on. This car has a very nice, very sleek looking daytime running lights. Right at the top of the headlight encasing. Not sure if you could see them right now because of the sun. You got your fog lamps down here. Coming around to the tires, we have 18-inch rims. Nice alloy rims. Your standard 5 lug nuts, disc braking system. Very nice tires. These are made by Hankook. Coming over to the side, you do have some very nice looking accents that go down. Start from the front of the car and go all the way down to the back. And there's also another accent, which is right here, starts on the back of the car and ends somewhere along the middle of the front door. You have a nice little chrome accent right under the doors, as well as another Explorer logo over here on the side. Ground clearance on this vehicle is 8.2 inches, which is not that bad. Coming over to the rear end of the vehicle, you have some very nice tail light setup over here. You got your antenna up top, a spoiler over here, give you a better angle. Got your third braking light, rear windshield wiper, Ford logo centered at the middle, as well as an Explorer badge right under that. On the right side, you have 4-wheel drive badge. And on the left side, you have an XLT badge. Fun fact, XLT stands for Extra Luxurious Truck. Underneath those, you do have these reflectors, as well as rear proximity sensors, which are built into the bumper. And then we have our reverse camera. Down below, these are not the exhausts. These are just accents made to look like the exhaust. Your actual exhaust is located underneath, right there. Here's a look at the rear of the car from the driver's side. The gas tank is located at the driver's side. A lot of Fords come with this capless easy fueling system, where there is no cap. You just insert your gas nozzle and fill it up take it out and then close it right back up. It's a very nice and convenient feature. Alright, now let's take a look inside the vehicle. This car does have the keyless entry system, so all you have to do is have the key in your pocket, walk up to it and grab the handle, and the vehicle unlocks itself. Alright, starting with the door. Down here we have some cubbies for storage, as well as a cup holder slash cubby over here up at the front. You have a nice speaker, a large speaker right here in the door. And you have some metal looking accents here. These look like metal, but they are actually plastic. And you have your window controls right here, front and rear, and your mirror controls, and your window locks. There's an unlock and lock button up here. Door release. It's a very nice large door release. Feels good too. And then you also have a tiny little speaker built in up here. I think, yeah, these are your tweeter speakers. There's some nice leather over here, soft touch, with some nice stitching, which run along the door panel. Looking inside at the driver's seat, you do have black leather as well as white stitching on these seats. Very comfortable seat, very large, very spacious. You have a 10-way power adjustable driver and passenger seat. This car has a very nice interior. It's very welcoming. All right, now let's get on in there. All right, starting with the middle compartment, you have your touchscreen infotainment system right up here. Then you have a small cubby over here. Nighttime, this lights up. It looks very nice. Have your hazard switches as well as track selectors on either end. You have your volume knob and rocker to the left of that, and as well as your tuner rocker to the right. Underneath that you have your climate control settings, as well as your heated seats and heated steering wheel buttons. Climate controls all neatly laid out right here. Underneath that you have a small cubby section. You can put something over here, and if you press this button, this will open up. Then you have more storage space over here. This is a pretty good sizable storage compartment here. You put a good deal of things in there. You also get a USB port right here, as well as a USB-C port, and you get a 12-volt outlet. Behind that you have your shifter knob right here. So you step on the brake and then you can switch to drive, reverse, neutral. And then if you press in the middle, it'll take you to the L gear, which is a low gear. Right next to that you have a nice little cubby right here. This is actually a compartment to store your phone. Your phone fits right in here. You can put other things in here as well, but it holds your cell phone very nicely in this compartment right here. Behind that you have your cup holders. These are very nice cup holders. No complaints. They hold on to your drink very good. Don't let it move around at all. To the left of that you have an electronic parking brake, as well as an auto hold system. So in this car, when you come up to a red light and you are stopped at the red light, you can, while having your foot on the brake, if you press this button, the vehicle will automatically maintain your braking, and you can let off the brake and the car will hold on to the brakes for you until you're ready to go, and then you just press the brake and press that button again, and it'll release your brakes, and then you can go about your way. Right behind that you have your auto start stop on off button right here. So the car does have an auto start stop feature where if you stopped at a red light, the car engine will turn itself off. So if you want that system to be turned off, you can just press this button. A light will light on. It will say off, so that means your auto start stop is turned off right now. I'll leave it on. You do have drive modes in this vehicle. I'll get to that in a second. And then this button right here is for your traction control. So if you press this button, it'll turn your traction control on and off. Then this button right here is for hill descent assist. The hill descent assist comes in handy when you're like off-roading or towing. This thing really comes in handy. All right, now let's talk about the drive modes in this vehicle. So if you turn this knob over here, on the display screen, it'll show you which mode you're currently in. So right now I'm in normal. If I turn to the right, it'll toggle over to the left side. It'll say eco, so this is eco mode. Then we have sport mode, and then we have a tow haul mode. So very nice design that comes along with each of the modes up on the screen. Then you got your normal mode. It's like a normal road. You got slippery, so it gets all icy. You got trail, so you got some rocks. Also turns off the traction control with each of the modes if it needs to. And then if we change over one more time, we get deep snow and sand. This is a very nice looking one. All right, let's put it back in normal. And then behind that section, you do have another small cubby right here where you can also put your phone there if you want. Over at the armrest, you do have a lot of storage underneath. You have this little cubby coin holder. And then inside you have a good amount of space. You have a little section over here, which is a little slot. You can put something over here. You put like a lighter or something like that. And then you have another 12-volt outlet right in there. The dashboard has a really nice look to it. It's all squared out, very clean, very nice, inviting look. Engine start-stop button is over here. Very nice vents on this vehicle. Up on the dashboard, you do have a little indentation right here, as well as a light sensor up ahead. Looking into the glove compartment, we do have a good amount of space. We can store a few things in there, maybe a small laptop. You do get a very nice leather wrap steering wheel in this vehicle. The steering wheel is heated. It's very comfortable to hold, as well as maneuvering in this vehicle is just a breeze. I think this car has an electronic steering system, because when you turn the steering wheel, you can barely tell that there's any friction to it. It's so easy to turn. All right, looking over at the right side, you have your menu option toggles. So if you press the menu button, the screen comes up here. You can go through different car settings, display setup, and things like that. You got your audio, phone settings. Go back. This button over here controls your Siri voice or Android Auto voice connect. This button, you can press reverse on a track or press next on a track using this one, or you can answer or hang up calls using these two buttons here. Over at the left side, you have your cruise control settings right around here. So you can turn it on using this button, set it by switching that back, make it go up, turn it off. On the left side, the X button. You have your volume controls also integrated into the steering wheel. So you can put your volume up, down, and then there's also a mute button over here. Mute button can come in handy. Overall, the steering wheel is very nice, very comfortable to hold. I love the steering wheel. All right, behind the steering wheel on the right side, you have your wiper controls. On the left side, you have your indicator, as well as light controls, your high beams and whatnot. There's also a little button over here. If you press this button, it'll turn on and off your lane keeping assist system in the vehicle. So if you press it, it'll turn off. I had it on. Press it again, it'll turn right on. And there'll be a small little logo up at the corner. and that tells you whether the system is on or off. Coming over to the left side of that, you have your headlight controls. These buttons can be used to dim your instruments. You have your automatic lighting, headlights on, just the daytime running lights on and off. Let's leave it on auto. If you press here in the middle, you can turn on your fog lamps. Usually when the headlights are on, there'll be a logo that'll come on. That'll tell you that your fog lamps are on or off. Put that back on auto. And then over here on the left side, you have your trunk release button. This car does have the intelligent four-wheel drive system, where the car is normally at rear-wheel drive, but whenever the car needs it or it senses a slip, the car will automatically send power to the front wheels, and then it'll go into four-wheel drive mode. This vehicle does have a very nice and interesting gas pedal. This system is called the drive-by-wire system. It's the gas pedal is integrated on the bottom of the vehicle as opposed to the top. It feels very nice to press on it with your foot. All right, now let's check out the back seat. Starting with the door, you do have a similar design to the front. You have a speaker built into the door. You have a small cubby section over here, as well as a cup holder. There's also another cup holder right up here at the top. There's a window control. There's a little holding section over here. This is plastic. And then your door release, as well as another speaker over here. That's pretty interesting. Looking into the back, you do have these very nice captain seats for the two rear passengers. Let's get in there. Very comfortable seating, very much supported. You have these nice armrests for both passengers. Down here you do have a little cubby section, as well as two cup holders. Wow, this car is loaded with cup holders. Over there, up ahead, you do have another cubby section over here where you can store some things. You got some charging ports. On the left side, you have a USB and a USB-C port. And on the right, you have your 12-volt outlet. Up ahead, the rear passengers do have controls for the air conditioning and heating systems. So they can turn theirs on, toggle through the fan speeds, as well as the temperatures. You can also select which vents you want the air to be coming out of. Up ahead, there is a vent for the rear passengers, as well as a coat hook and a light. Leg room in the back of the car is very good. I have a lot of space, as well as headroom. I have a lot of space, about a foot of space above my head. This vehicle does have a third row seating, and for easy access to that third row, you have a little latch over here on the back of the seat, the rear passenger seat. You just pull that latch, and just like a sports car, it'll tilt forward, and then you can also slide it front, and you can have easy access to that rear section. To step in there, there's also a little step section over here, as well as another one over here. So you can step here and get right in. All right. Close this up. All right. Leg room in the back is good. I have a lot of space with my legs, but the problem is that I'm very much angled. My legs are not that low, so it's like pretty high up. So the seating angle is a little bit uncomfortable, but it's not unbearable. Back here I have another cup holder, a small cubby section over here, as well as another one over here. This car has so much storage. There's another cubby over here, as well as some ventilation over here. There's another vent up here at the window. Have a little light up ahead, as well as some vents that you can open and close. And that's it for the rear. All right, now let's check out the trunk space. It's To open the trunk, there's a little button right here. It's indicated with the little arrow right here. I'm not sure if you can see this. You press right under this arrow, there's a button. The trunk opens up, it's automatic. All right. So with the trunk, you get 21 cubic feet with the seats up, and then you get 43.9 cubic feet with the seats down. To lower the seats, all you have to do is put, there are also head rests on this vehicle. I just had to put them down because they're easier to it's easy to see throughout the rear mirror. So to put these headrests down, you just pull this, it'll go down automatically, and the seat will go down by itself. Pull this little string right here on the side as well, seats go down, and now you have 43.9 cubic feet of space, which is a lot of space. I was able to bring a lot of stuff from the Tractor Supply store for my chickens using this vehicle. Came in handy a lot. Even after you had the rear seats folded down, if you need a little bit more space, what you can do is go ahead up to the rear passenger seat, and underneath the seat there's a little knob, latch that you pull, and you can move the seat front. You get a little bit more space, maybe another foot. So for towing and hauling, this car is very ideal. There are also a bunch of these latches located in the trunk, which can be used to tie things down that you're transporting so that they don't move around in the vehicle. And to go ahead and close that trunk, all you have to do is just press this button on the left side over here, and it'll close it right back up automatically. Alright, now let's have a look at that engine bay. To open the hood, all you have to do is pull this latch over here by the driver's side. You've got to pull it twice. That opens it right up. Here we go. Here we have a 2.3 liter 4-cylinder engine. Puts out 300 horsepower at 5,500 RPM. You get 20 miles in the city and 27 miles per gallon on the highway. This vehicle has an MSRP of $36,825. The weight of the vehicle is 4,345 pounds, and it has a towing capacity of 5,300 pounds. And that's it for my review of the 2021 Ford Explorer XLT 4-wheel drive. If you enjoyed watching this review, please leave a like, consider subscribing. And I'll see you on the next one.